kids out. Then I'll go back. I'm doing them now with the deal I got now. I went back to my hardwired just to help us get through. Everyone can't wear that shit. We just going down too much. I ain't got no damage except fire. I ain't got hurt. That boy must have still over there getting his ass whooped.
What the fuck is this nigga doing, son?
I'm gonna go to the fire later. I'm just gonna finish the skill damage shit out. I mean, you can do both, but there's too many of us was running that fire shit, so I took my shit off. I already took it off. I took it off last mission. I'm at skills, I'm level 8, almost done with that.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Rodgers now on first down. It's caught by Funchess. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him.
Yeah,
and if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Chef Grant, 25% skill damage.
On the run, it's Peyton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
The boy said he got
From
it on lock.
Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. John Ross with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Yep.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Patrick. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it's caught by Parker. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Got my cash.
42 the mic, 42 the mic.
To throw, Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
You must have healed yourself then, huh?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will
hold that
block,
block,
and be backed
out.
up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well,
you've got a
catch
receiver
that.
who's got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter. They were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now here's Ross. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Not you, I'm talking about Easy. I threw a grenade. Maybe that's what you said.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board.
That's an interception. Catch that, dog.
They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Come on, son.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Check. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Check 9. Switch. We're going.
And I see your
Now a give, right side. It's Patrick. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Now a first down carry by Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side with Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Running it here with Peyton. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Cousins now. Open here, Adam Thielen. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
I was trying to get a fucking pick. I missed that bitch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go, 48. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Watch the safety.
Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Yeah, I see him finish. What's going now?
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go, defense.
Now Cousins.
There we go.
Double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Let's go.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers
Come on,
sliding out of the
James.
pocket.
Running for.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Funches has it complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
No, 319. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Run all the way back here to the beginning. Running.
They'll run on 1st down. Dillon. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd down now, Dillon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Damn, that nigga came and got that block. I went inside because I thought he was going to miss.
Down to the 8-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Back-to-back couple threes, huh?
Devin Funches in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Huh?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
Really? You're going to call it?
How will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical?
Nigga in my league.
Calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands, having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier.
I don't like the new body size.
You call it.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime.
Fucking playing in this bitch.
Final play of the half. Cousins. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
Thank you.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Thank you. Use alert. 2 picks.
Darnell Savage.
Way to go, Darnell Savage.
Halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1.
Which the one I got already.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all. Going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Really? So you going to go for it? Wow. Okay, that's up to you, dog.
Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Show it. Hey, Flipper. Leave it. Bring up 48. Bravo. 28.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Rolling to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run now with Peyton. And able to work his way down to the 16. 2nd down, a little more.
Yeah. See, got me going the wrong way. Yeah, smack that into that fucking wall, too.
Productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
30. There you go. Look at this one shooting.
Where's it? 258. Choose the mic.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Easy. Kill.
X3, 218, chopper.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns. Now it's a 21-point game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. On first down, Patrick. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Single receiver. Hey, Jordan Island over there. Single receiver.
At the 37-yard line.
Nice 42. Watch the slats. Watch the
Play. Hey, no, easy. What's that?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's still behind me shooting. Woo.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
319. Inside.
96.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers going deep downfield for Ross. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not?
The linebacker ran stride for stride with John Ross.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask.
Wow.
Certainly looked
I
like
don't
it.
have
Indeed, here
strip
come
on,
the
but yet I
flags.
still get face
So that
mask.
flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Extra point up and through. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wow.
That one good for 37 yards.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Move, Weezy.
Check back, check back.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Go. Go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Duh, look how sensitive this nigga is. So you break the rules, you get mad because I put you on blast for breaking the fucking rules.
Now to
and you're going to tell John to boot you.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Hey, 42. 42, Mike 42. Squeeze, double.
Throwing is Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. Shift. Slam. You go tight.
They'll try the left side. It's Patrick. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Mike 42. I got it. Switch.
Second and 5.
Hey,
At the 42-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Gun.
They'll try the left side. It's Patrick. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Check in. You ain't going nowhere.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete.
Davis, that
and
was
this
juice,
is going to result in
that
another
was
first
juice,
down
buddy.
as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
First down, Vikings.
On play action, Cousins.
Don't start it. Let me switch
And that'll
my
wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Cook. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
I'm ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start under pressure
I don't know
here,
what the
and
fuck
down
that
he
was.
goes.
Let's see, blitz right there.
Sack back at about the
It's a
43-yard
good game,
line.
man. You know what?
Well, that play was the very definition
About 2
of fast,
o'clock on
quick,
this
and in a
bitch-ass
hurry.
nigga.
Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run now with Dillon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you're doing.
Wow, this nigga really just breaking tackles like crazy, huh?
It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Now Cook, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I don't remember seeing some of the goddamn. Oh.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cousins to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. They'll run on first down. Patrick. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
Stupid ass,
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe someone ran a wrong pattern. Okay. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
319, number 50. Hey, you block over here. Come on, Rod. You better be ready.
Rodgers throwing here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. This is Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Yeah, here they come.